Hello and welcome to Friday's Tipping Today. Now there's a bit of a first on Tipping Today because in its long and magnificent history I have never shared a stage with Dave Orton here to my right. So Dave, looking forward to it?
We're going to land a treble, aren't we, I think?
I
There
think
can only
so,
be
yeah.
one outcome here, I think. We've got loads and loads of racing, Rob, as well.
Right. Are you a bit nervous? So I've got a Paxman-like
Yes,
technique.
absolutely. Well, Sam's a complete breeze, and I wouldn't say the same with Tina, but I'm definitely not going to corpse with you, so I think we'll be fine.
Okay, good stuff. Right, let's start then in the 305 at York, which I think is perhaps your most interesting selection. It's Martin Chuzzlewit having his second run for David Simcock.
Certainly the most solid, Martin Chuzzlewit. Yes, indeed. And he was an eye-catcher last time out there, Rob, over 1 mile 4. This race is an Ebor trial, basically.
Right.
So we're looking for horses that are going to stretch themselves over the distance, prove they can get it, and also get up high enough in the handicap to get there. You'll see that Montesa is there also
this
as well.
is it, yeah, well, another David Simcock trained horse.
And the spotlights have him in slightly shorter,
Yes,
so he's got a keen grip on the race. He was going to run in the Chester Cup, but I think the ground had gone against him and he wasn't that well drawn, so they actually pulled him out. They've got plenty of targets for him, but I'm almost certain that this is going to be a prep for something a little bit later on. And giving weight to this horse, Martin Chuzzlewit, who, as we said earlier, ex-stout, very, very well bred. He's nearing a win. He likes York. He looks like he's going to get the distance. If you watch his video, he runs on strongly to the line last time. It's going to be quite tricky. He's got to give him the best part of a stone, and I can see him struggling to do that.
Right, Spotlight have Martin Chuzzlewit in at 11-4. Is that a price that would appeal, and do you think that's quite accurate?
I think he should be favourite, and I would be surprised if he wasn't backed into favourite. So look for these prices the night before, because that's when the value's likely to be there, I think.
Yeah, okay.
He also handles a bit of cut, and if they get any rain, no problems for him.
Yeah, okay. Martin Chuzzlewit then, Dave's first selection, that's in the 305 at York. Now we're moving across to Sandown for your second tip, and it's in the 420, a 10 furlong handicap. The top weight there, Shavansky.
9-year-old, and an old favourite of mine, this. I saw him on his reappearance at Nottingham when he was 4th, and at Zini was on that day. He's back on him here. He's been looking like he wants to go back up to a mile 2. Pat Millman has been on, who's been claiming £7, and it's fair to say that the stronger handling here is probably going to, I think, really suits this horse, actually. He's a course and distance winner. He has got top weight, but this is an easier task for him. And if you watch his latest run, he looks like he's just about to come to the boil. Yeah. I think around about 10-1, Rob, I'm going to have to back him. He's one of these old favourites. You know when he's got everything in his favour.
Yeah.
If the ground's not too easy, this is a proper each-way bet, I think, this one.
Yeah, he's a good old servant, hasn't he? He's, won 8 times. And
it's not the hardest opposition for him. We've got, obviously, the one just below him, who he's giving £3 to, completely unexposed, called Clarence Estate, who's Roger Charlton and James Doyle, of course, looking for a boost with Al-Kazim next week.
Yeah.
The first time out, though, for this horse, 387 days we haven't seen him for after his maiden win. I often try and take on horses that go into a handicap first time, especially against these battle-hardened rivals. And a lot of these Charlton horses have just been needing their first runs back.
Okay. Shavansky it is, and that's in the 420 at Sandown. And finally, we go across to Chepstow for your third selection.
A dreadful race.
Oh, is it? In the 605, yes, I suppose it is really. A Class 5 maiden over 6 furlongs. Speronella.
Tragic race, I think we should say. But these are often where you can find a bit of decent value. And Richard Hughes hot-footing it up there from Sandown obviously thinks he must have a few decent chances to boost his title challenge against Moore. And he's got a decent record for Morrison. You may remember he rode Banoffee in her maiden. He's ridden a few winners for him. This is completely unexposed to 3 runs. Wasn't so good last time, but repeat of her 4th on the all-weather at the time before that. She's got to go close here. And 6-1 they've put her in. I can't resist a bet. The stall 1 is the potential issue if they come stand side, and Little Choosy, the favourite, has that option. However, she's up to 6 furlongs. I'm not sure she's going to see it out so well as this. This one's completely unexposed.
Okay, Speronella then in what Dave considers to be a poor race, the 605 at Chepstow. So your nap of them 3 then, Dave?
It's got to be Martin Chuzzlewit.
Martin Chuzzlewit in the 305 at York. Can't let you go. Roy Lascott next week.
Yeah,
Give
really,
us one winner.
Really excited. I think Soul Power, if he gets his decent ground, he will run Shay close. But that again looks like a punter's race. The Tuesday's really warming up.
Okay, thank you for watching. Here are Dave's selections up on your screen now.